Hey, I wanted to make another video, and actually, this time it will not be really like a size related thing. It's not going to be a fat girl rant today. Sorry. Um, I guess my dog is joining me today. She's sleeping. It's Cricket. Anyway, um, I wanted to talk about turnoffs. I had a few turnoffs in mind, and I wanted to let the men know what is unattractive, because sometimes it seems like you say these things and you just don't know that it's. Okay, let me explain it this way. I tell all my friends and some of the guys that I talk to that I have what I call my blinky light. My blinky light is this light above my head, and it flashes when you say something wrong. So I'll say, so and so set off my blinky light last night. I know it sounds stupid, but that's my thing. So I made a little list, and it's not complete. I'm sure I'll add more to it later on down the road. But I wanted to start off saying I get a lot of messages, mostly online, but sometimes in person this will happen, where a man will, in not so subtle ways, compliment my body parts. No, what they'll say is, oh my God, you have huge tits, nice tits, blah 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 blah. I know that I have big boobs. I realize that. It's just the way I was born. Just kidding, I wasn't born that way. I was graced by the titty fairy at some point in my life. The point is, I don't need you to tell me within the first minute or 5 minutes or hour that we're talking. I mean, it's not that I don't want you to notice. I want you to notice eventually, but it doesn't need to be one of the main points that you make. I know. They're there. I got it. Anyway, something that goes along with that is men being too pushy. You don't have to push for things that you want. Let me just say this. If you are a smooth enough guy, you will never have to ask for anything. If you are a cool enough guy and a nice enough guy, you're going to get what you want without having to be pushy, without having to bargain, and it's annoying. You get my point. The next thing I wanted to talk about is like bad spelling or bad grammar. Now, I talk to mostly the way that I talk to men because I don't like, it's expensive to like go out all the time, and I just don't do it. I just don't. So I talk to a lot of guys online on, dating sites or whatever. And bad spelling. If you message me and I look at my inbox and I see that you can't spell worth a damn, I don't know. I just don't want to talk to you. Especially, I find it amusing when someone says something in their profile about they are intelligent or they want an intelligent woman and they spell intelligent wrong. Just stick with smart. It's easier to spell. Grammar, same thing. You can't come talking to me like, Billy Bob redneck or, you're so gangster. It doesn't impress me. It impresses some girls. It's true. It doesn't impress me. Speak English like a human being that speaks English. That was smart, right? I was a smart girl. Anyway, another big one. And this, I don't think that everyone shares this. I think this might just be a me thing. But trash talking exes. I hate that. If we're speaking and you're trying to make a good impression, it's not going to impress me if you're talking about how your ex was a bitch or, really anything about your ex. I don't want to hear it. Like, I don't want you to be buddy-buddy with your ex, but I don't want you to hate. I mean, if you're still hating on your ex, to me it shows that you're not mature enough to move on. Bad shit happens. I get that. I know that firsthand. But you don't dwell on it. It really doesn't do you any good, and it doesn't sound good to talk about so-and-so's a bitch, they did me wrong this way or that way. You obviously aren't over it. I don't like hearing you trash talk about your ex, especially if, like, every one of your exes was magically a bitch. I've talked to those guys, too, like, oh, I just keep dating these bitches. Number one, why are you dating bitches? Number two, if every single girl that you've ever dated is a bitch, maybe it's not them. Maybe it's you. Just a thought. Side note, there's another guy that keeps trying to talk to me on one of the sites. I'm not going to say which one. I'm not going to say anything really about him except his about me or description or whatever it is ends in, hey, if you're not a bitch, hit me up. Yep. I definitely want to talk to you. Just thought I'd share that. I found it amusing. So, another turnoff, which someone actually brought up. Creeping on my friends. You know what? If you're interested in me, you don't need to be creeping on my friends. I want you to get along with my friends. I don't want you to hook up with my friends. If you're interested in hooking up with my friends, stop talking to me. That's, focus. Focus. That's all there is to it. One more thing, and that's fashion. And I'm not going to get, I'm not really shallow. I can appreciate different looks. Country thing really isn't my thing, but I've seen some country guys that I like. Whatever. Boys who wear Ed Hardy. Okay, I want to tell you something about Ed Hardy and Affliction. Love it on a man. It's hot. The guys who wear it, they're hot. But you know what? Most of the time they're douchebags. I don't know what the connection is with Ed Hardy and Affliction and douchebaggery. But they seem to feed into each other, unfortunately for me. But anyway, fashion. Pull up your goddamn pants. Seriously? I don't need to see your underwear right now. Like, if I want to see your underwear later on down the line, I'll ask to see it. It'll get to that point. Pull up your pants. Your ass is hanging out. It's gross. I mean, and then they have to walk a certain way so their pants don't completely fall down. And it just looks stupid as swagger. That's another thing, like the cool guy walk. They move their shoulders. I do it for you, but then I look like a douche. It's not attractive. I'm just gonna say that. The last fashion thing is just Crocs. Grown men wearing Crocs. Don't do it. I mean, it's bad enough grown women wearing Crocs, but you're a man and you're wearing Crocs. They're rubber shoes. Don't do it. Just say no to Crocs. That's about it for now, I think. Yeah, that's about it. If I think about any more turnoffs, I will definitely let you know, and please feel free to let me know, or turnoffs about women. I'm open to that. So, thanks for watching. Good night.